Welcome back. OTA YouTubin Season 8. All new episodes every Tuesday. Exclusively on YouTube.com/Ultimate Soldier CJ. Yeah, that's my YouTube address. www.youtube.com/Ultimate Soldier CJ. And also, if you want to join the OTA Nation, go to Facebook.com/CG45 OTA Nation. My group is called the OTA YouTubin Fan Nation. Add me first before adding the group. You're the fans, but I have the power. You decide. Join me. Wow, that's an awesome new theme. Okay, let me get down to business. Since this is on the first episode of Season 8, and we're only 15 episodes away to reaching 100, so this is episode 85. The episode in hand is called TNA Returns this Thursday. As you may be wondering, last Thursday, during my return, I didn't get a chance. Well, TNA Impact wasn't on, even though it was supposed to be. Yeah, even though it comes on every Thursday on Spike, but it didn't came on. So because we were looking forward to Rob Van Dam speaking for the first time after his horrifying attack from Abyss and that weapon Janice, and the relinquishing of his TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But even though it was decided at no surrender, for the last 4 men was Mr. Anderson, the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and Jeff Hardy, who were the finalists. The finalists toward the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. But anyway, they will show the results of No Surrender when TNA is back this Thursday. But I know the next pay-per-view. That was No Surrender was this month's pay-per-view while I was gone at DragonCon. So now next month, 10/10/10, October 10th, 2010 is the next pay-per-view. Bound for Glory. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida. Yeah, matches will be determined when TNA Impact comes back, and hopefully we might hear Rob Van Dam speak for the first time after the attack from Abyss in Janice and the loss of his World Heavyweight Championship. But yeah, I've been watching TNA Impact ever since it was on pay-per-view. Yeah, TNA Impact was on pay-per-view. I mean, I saw it on the commercial, and I figured that I would give TNA Impact a chance. I mean, I've been busy I've been watching the WWE for years, along with WCW before its final episode in Panama City. I mean, And I decided to go on the TNA because TNA was on pay-per-view every Wednesday at 8. Yeah, I love watching that. I mean it's kind of it. Yeah, it was amazing, I would say. I mean, and so I got me and then finally when it was no longer on pay-per-view. It was no longer pay-per-view, and then it came on TV. It was on Fox Sports South at the time for the TNA Impact, and then well, it was for 1 hour, and then they decided, and then it jumped on the Spike along with some encores, and then they finally got the idea to have it for 2 hours. So yeah. Yeah, ever since it was done from the pay-per-view, I mean the pay-per-view shows, and then and they got their pay-per-view names as well. Um, when it was TNA, before it was TNA Impact, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching TNA. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Kind of fun. I hope maybe Sunday, when TNA comes to Savannah, I probably might enjoy it even more, and probably get a chance to meet some of the TNA stars. Even though the TNA stars, the Knockouts, even though I have met the stars and Knockouts throughout Dragon Con. Yeah, throughout my years of Dragon Con. Sucks that it was only Consequences Creed, but he was released from TNA. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I hope something good comes around when Dragon Con comes 2010. I mean 2011. And hope TNA will make Savannah. I mean, it probably maybe before the end of the year or maybe next year. But I will be counting on TNA's return, TNA's arrival to Savannah, or hopefully TNA make Dragon Con next year. Alright. We'll be right back.